What's up, everybody? It's your vegan girl boss, VGB. Y'all know me. And today I'm going to be showing you all how I accomplished my breakfast nook. And I decorated it and everything for Christmas. So I'm going to just be walking you all through the process of how I did everything. Yeah, we have a lot of unfinished projects around our home. So, doing these videos actually helps me to stay accountable, and then at the same token I'm able to come and encourage other ladies and guys out there if y'all are getting encouragement by me too. I'm able to encourage you all through the process, so it's like we're encouraging each other through this thing. I thank you all for stopping by to watch this. And I know my voice sounds a little bit deeper than normal. I'm a bit under the weather, but yeah, I still wanted to come out here and show you what I've been up to. All right, y'all stay tuned. So my method to everything, to fixing everything, it's to hot glue it or to staple it or do something that doesn't really make sense. So my husband has to step in every once in a while and guide me and make sure I'm doing it right. So yeah, I appreciate it. Like, he has taught me how to use all of the power tools that y'all see me using in this video. And it's just empowering for me, as a woman, to just be able to do all of this stuff. Like, I never really envisioned myself, doing these interior upgrades to our home, creating little nooks, built-ins, any of that stuff. But my lovely husband has taught me how to do it, and it takes a lot of stress off of our relationship because I'm able to kind of take it on by myself. And then now I know, like, the amount of time that it normally takes to do something. Because I'm always asking him, like, why is it not done yet? But now I see that, you know what I mean? Filling in the gaps with the caulk and just different things. It takes time, like measuring the different pieces to fit in precisely, like, and making sure it's cut. And even when you measure it, it still doesn't always fit exactly how you want it to. So then you got to go back, and it's a lot of back and forth, a lot, that goes into it. And like, since I'm able to do it myself now, I know how much time really goes into doing little projects like this. I mean, I see them on Pinterest or TikTok or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do that. I want to try it. But yeah, it actually is pretty time consuming, but when it's all done, it's so satisfying to see your results.
Your guidance is showing me to see. Reside my heart in openness. You've covered me.
So I know y'all are not ready for what's coming next, but I love to dance, or at least try. I was looking on Instagram, and I seen a group doing a dance, and so I just had to try it. I still don't have that feet work, but it's a great workout. And I mean, I just had to stop and do something else, change up the pace a little bit, because yes, this is very time consuming.
In every season, you have brought me.
So this table was originally a desk table from IKEA, and I cut it down because I'm always changing the house around. I cut it down to fit into our dining room as like a little desk. It was a desk, but it needed to fit into this little nook space, so we cut it down shorter. But then there's these little holes And my father-in-law is always telling me, like, anything with holes in there, like, make sure you fill it because some bugs can get in. So I don't want that. Our home is pretty good with bugs, but still, I mean, I live in Florida, so y'all know how that goes if you live in Florida. So yeah, I'm just closing in the holes on that. And so yeah, the desk is from IKEA, and then all of the cabinets that y'all see there, I got those from Habitat for Humanity, and like I guess each one comes in like a pair of two cabinet doors, two cabinets, whatever. So each one of those were like $20 a piece. And so I'm always looking for a bargain to save a buck, you know what I mean? We are brand new homeowners. Well, not brand new, but we've been on our home for like 2 years now. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we're just always trying to save on the upgrades that we do put towards our home. So yeah, Habitat for Humanity is a great place to get items that contractors don't utilize in their builds or whatever, and you can get them highly discounted. So I highly recommend one if you that shop, Habitat for Humanity, if you have it in your local area.
Oh, I used to believe sin made you angry with me, but then you came close and tore that old veil. You said you were proud of me. We cannot forget, it's all about love, the love of the Father, Spirit and Son. No, we cannot forget, it's all about love. Oh, we've been forgiven in perfect love. So awake, my soul, arise and shine. His glory lives in you. The story of my Jesus Christ forever made us new. Oh, you made us new. So I'll throw up all my doubt as you open my eyes to see.
These projects used to be like super intimidating for me to want to take on, I guess. Growing up, it was more of like a manly thing to do this type of stuff. So, yeah, I just thought it would be super difficult. But girls out there, it really is not that hard. Like, if it's anything, it just takes a lot of patience and, time. Patience and time. It's not a lot of heavy lifting. It's just, filling in the gaps with the caulk, making sure, all the little spaces are filled with trim of some sort that you nail into the wall or you nail into the bottom of the cabinets. Making sure all the holes are filled with wood filler. For mainly the cabinet parts, you used wood filler. It's ready once it turns. It comes pink and it's ready once it turns brown. And then the caulking is just to fill in, I guess, the gaps from like the trim and everything. And yeah, it's really not that difficult at all. Like us girls can do this as well. If you want to, if you don't want to waste the time, waiting on your husband to do it in the middle of all of his stuff and his projects and his things that he likes to do as well. Like, if you don't want to wait in between all of that and, stress each other out, you can try to go for it yourself. Or, if you don't want to pay for a contractor, which is super expensive too, to do it, like, yeah, we are more than capable. Like, we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. Like, y'all go get it if you want to, if you envision a certain thing. Like for me, I feel like my home is like, I don't know, like an art project, like a masterpiece. I'm trying to incorporate our lifestyle, like all the things we do into, our home, and to make it functional and to make it, the best place for us that fits for who we are. And I mean, doing certain things like this, like it helps with, creating that masterpiece. I mean, we normally eat in our living room. We have a coffee table that lifts up like a dining table, and it's only has four for right now. So we normally just eat right in front of the TV, just because that's what works with our lifestyle. And then sometimes we'll sit at the kitchen island. But I thought it would be nice, for holidays and stuff to have this breakfast nook. And so, I had the vision a while ago, and it had been sitting there like in the state that y'all seen the start of this video for at least a good 4 or 5 months. So yeah, I feel like it's been there for a while. So I'm glad that, I was encouraged to tackle that after doing the other Christmas video that I did. And yeah, I am not looking back. Like, I'm excited about all the other projects that, I'll be able to do, because I learned so much doing this one. And it's not as intimidating as it seems, I promise. So a little paint hack. I kept a lot of the same colors, wall colors that our home came with, and just every once in a while I'll go and get like the sample sizes. They're only like $3 a piece if I want to touch up something. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here with the trim. Is I just go to Lowe's and get like a $3. I got two $3 sample size trim paint little cans, just to touch up the pieces of trim that were already there, and also get the pieces of trim that I added, and that was enough to cover everything, like no problem at all. So yeah, it's a lot cheaper to do it that way if it's just a small project that you're doing. And then also I painted the cabinets in a flat white matte paint that I got from Walmart. So yeah, the actual cabinets are flat white, and the trim is I guess the trim, I forgot, I think it's like satin. Yeah, like a satin whitish color that came with our home or whatever. So yeah, those are the two colors I used for this project.
Shouting on the mountain top, Jesus, I will sing your praises forevermore. Ooh, forevermore. Ooh, my fight in every battle, my shield and my defense. You won the final victory, yeah.
But it is looking a lot better. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at the before and after, like, already, and I'm not even nowhere near done. So yeah, it's making progress. Feels good.
And now I know you've called me here. In you I'm standing tall. And now I know that there's no dark to
So I got these cushion covers as a Black Friday deal at Walmart. They were $5 a piece, and I'm just cutting the little ribbons off of them and hot gluing them down just so they don't slide around. Just with like, a drop or two of the hot glue. Because y'all know, like, if you don't know, you will know that I am a huge hot glue gun fan. Like, my husband made my day the day he brought home that Ryobi hot glue gun. Like, I feel like hot glue is the solution to a lot of your problems. A lot of them.
Shouting from the mountaintop, Jesus, I will sing your praises.
So here I'm just adding some bows with a little DIY with some, I guess, little flowers and things. I'm hot gluing it all together, and I'm adding it to my son's pictures. I have my oldest son to the left, Ezra, and then AJ is over to your right. Ezra is now 5 and AJ is 3, and they play together well. I love them so much. So here I am just taking some jute rope and hot glue again, my handy dandy hot glue, and a paper plate, and I'm just wrapping it around and around and around, just to get like a placemat effect, like a jute rope placemat effect, but just a smaller version. I have some placemats on my wall already, just to give you this like boho vibe. That's what I'm kind of trying to go for there. So I'm adding these little pieces of textured jute rope to the wall to give the wall texture and give it some natural sort of vibes going on there. In the white like floral print, I don't even know. I guess the white floral print little things. I don't even know what you call them, but you can get them from Dollar Tree. They're in like the party section. You'll see them. And that also gave me like the boho floral lace vibes. So I thought they'd be cute on the wall as well. So yeah, I will probably, in the springtime, if I'm still feeling this whole wall decor, I would keep the white there and maybe give it a more spring color, and take the red down, of course. The red is just there for Christmas.
Now widen my eyes and let in the light. Oh, keep my heart off to see that nothing is lost. So burst bright, the vibrance, your warmth and your brightness, and so sing your free.
So another DIY project I'm doing, I'm adding just a leftover piece of trim. I'm adding some fish wire to it. I think that's what you call it, fish wire, like clear, so you can't see the ornaments, kind of what they're on. They kind of look like they're floating to me anyway. So I'm, stapling those pieces of wire down, and then I added the ornaments, kind of self-explanatory there, and then I hung those up on the window just to give that window, a Christmassy vibe as well. So yeah, and then I had some, I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, I decorated 2 other of our windows, and we have an open floor plan, so I decorated those, and I just wanted to keep the consistency across the windows, at least from when you walk into the house. I wanted those to kind of have some kind of symmetry going on there. So that's what I'm doing here.
Showers of gladness enlighten my eyes to see the beauty all around me. Come, Holy Spirit, rain down. Showers of gladness enlighten my eyes to see the beauty that's within me. Yeah. Oh, won't you come?
So the ornaments are from Dollar Tree and Big Lots, and The garland is from Walmart. I got the 50-foot long. I think it's a $7 one. So yeah, I'm just kind of making that thick by layering it up a little bit. I think I did 2 layers there, and then I'm adding some ribbon that I also got from Walmart. And yeah, I'm just kind of finessing it, doing my thing there, and just making sure it's all nice and put together and symmetrical and everything, so that it looks good when you walk in.
Oh, the darkness cannot live in me.
So the bow, I do it in 2 parts. Like, I make like I don't even know, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I had a went around the other way so that you could see how I do my bows. But you can go to the Dollar Tree or to, yeah, I recommend the Dollar Tree because that's how I learned how to do it. But I just kind of disassembled one of their bows, like their little cheap bows. I think it comes like 3 little bright red bows for $1. I like disassembled one, and so now I use that same concept for all of my bows, and it works wonders. Like, you'll get a almost perfect bow every time. So this was like, I think, some wallpaper I got from a thrift store. I love the texture on it. I plan on using that in a lot of different projects, but I'm gonna use it as a table runner for this, and then also a piece of burlap that I got from Walmart. So here again, I got 2 canvases from Walmart. I am nail gunning them together, and then I am just going to, so I did a lot of these projects like off camera before I decided, oh yeah, let me share this with you all. So I had already like put, I think you call it putty, like wall putty. I put putty on there and I created like some texture with it, just rubbing it all over everywhere with my hands. So it gives it a little bit of 3-dimensional texture. And then I'm just taking some of this flat black paint from Walmart and just painting the bottom of it. And I got the inspiration from Pinterest, I believe, yeah, Pinterest. And so, yeah, that just becoming a little quick artist real quick, and gonna paint this precious painting and put it on the wall. And yeah, it actually turns out pretty nice. I guess since I had decorated the wall with the pictures of our boys, and then I put the boho, I figured I'd just to put something on every wall in this space for this season of my life anyway, because sometimes I'm like, I don't want anything on the walls. Sometimes I want, everything on the walls. So we'll see how long it lasts. But for now, and for the Christmas and New Year's, we'll have this painting on the wall and kind of keep the space as is. And yeah.
All that fear that held me back from achieving, and now I'm not that worried at all. This worry never really gets you that far. No, no, we're only given so much time here. There's no time to waste it, and nobody's gonna give you chances. So take it and make it call me reckless, stupid, dumb. At least I'm not afraid.
So this one I am using some double-sided tape, a blessed sign that I got from, I believe, Ross or TJ Maxx or one of those places. It's just some decor. And then I wanted to also give this a boho sort of feel. So I'm taking the blessed sign, got the double-sided tape and some yarn that I picked up from Walmart. And I am just putting it on the double-sided tape and letting it run down far enough that I needed to cover up some drywall, patched up holes that I don't feel like painting the whole wall for. So yeah, I felt like doing this instead. Lazy me. So yeah, I'm gonna just add this to the wall to cover up those patch jobs until I feel like painting it. And I have some hot glue there, and my baby boy AJ and my husband. But yeah, so yep, this is how this turns out. I'm gonna cut it, and yeah, the cut was all right. I'm satisfied with it for the most part. It's kind of free flowing. But yeah, I'm trying to give this wall some Urban Outfitter type vibes. So that's the look I was going for there. And yeah, I'm adding this table turner. I don't even know the traditional name for it or whatever, but it reminds me of China when I studied abroad. So I'm adding this to the table so that we can live out some of those experiences that I had with the table spinning. That's how I learned how to use chopsticks, because the table just would not stop spinning and I was missing all the food. So I had to get a little aggressive and figure out how to use those chopsticks real quick. But I'm excited to put some little side dishes on those plates and spin them around, and maybe teach the boys how to use chopsticks with that. So I hope that this breakfast nook DIY inspired you. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I enjoyed this process in seeing the transformation myself. So I hope that it was enjoyable or pleasing for you to watch the process. I thank you for stopping by my channel, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.